Mistakes when cleaning an oxygen sensor. 2. How to clean it without damaging it. Is your car using more fuel, smelling like gasoline, and turning on the check engine light? Many people look at the oxygen sensor, the one that reads the exhaust mixture, and think, I'll clean it, and it will be fine. That is often a mistake. The O2 sensor is delicate. It has ceramic materials and a very thin catalytic coating, and a bad cleaning can ruin it in minutes. Here I will explain what not to do, how to do it correctly when it makes sense, and when to replace it so you do not waste time or money. Typical signs of an oxygen sensor with problems. Rough idle, mild hesitation, smell of gasoline or poorly burned diesel. High fuel consumption and high emissions. Slow or flat readings during diagnosis, meaning a signal that does not rise and fall like it should. Trouble codes related to the oxygen sensor or to the air-fuel mixture. Important, before you touch it, confirm with a scan tool and real measurements that the sensor is the real culprit, not another cause, like a leaking injector, burning oil, an intake problem, or an exhaust leak. The 7 mistakes people make when cleaning an oxygen sensor and the correct way. Mistake 1. Soaking the sensor in gasoline or fuel. Why it ruins it. Fuel can penetrate and damage the ceramic element and the catalytic coating. The sensor stops reading correctly. Do it correctly. If there is only dry soot on the outside, wipe the outer metal housing with a soft dry cloth without touching the sensitive tip. If you see glazing, melted oil, coolant contamination, or a tip that looks burned, there is no cleaning that will save it. The best option is replacement. Mistake 2. Spraying brake cleaner or carb cleaner directly on the tip. Why it ruins it. Those chemicals are too aggressive. They can strip coatings and leave residues that change the sensor's readings. Do it correctly. Do not use aggressive aerosols on the tip. If you wipe around the metal shield, use a dry microfiber cloth. No direct spray into the sensing element. Mistake 3. Blowing it with compressed air to dry it or dust it off. Why it ruins it. The pressure can push particles or chemicals into the sensor's reference channels and clog them. Do it correctly. If it gets wet while you are working nearby, let it air dry naturally. Do not apply direct heat. Mistake 4. Brushing, sanding, or scraping the sensing tip. Why it ruins it. The catalytic layer is extremely thin. A brush or sandpaper destroys it. Do it correctly. Do not open it. Do not polish it. On the outer housing only, use a microfiber cloth. Never touch the sensing tip. Mistake 5. WD-40, silicone sprays, or grease on the tip or inside the connector. Why it ruins it. Vapors and oils can poison the sensor and can also contaminate the catalytic converter. Do it correctly. The threads may use anti-seize if the manufacturer allows it, and if it is not already pre-coated, but keep it far from the sensing tip. For the electrical connector, keep it clean and dry. Do not pack grease inside. Mistake 6. Installing it incorrectly. Too much paste, wrong torque, or bad cable routing. What happens? Too much paste on threads, over-tightening that cracks ceramic parts, or routing the cable so it touches the exhaust and melts. Do it correctly. Disconnect the battery. Use the proper oxygen sensor socket and tighten to the specified torque with a torque wrench. Route the cable away from heat and moving parts. Clear codes and perform driving cycles so the ECU can relearn. Mistake 7. Trying to save old contaminated sensors no matter what. Reality. Many sensors fail internally. Heater is weak, response is slow, or contamination is inside. They do not come back with sprays or soaking. Do it correctly. If it has more than 60,000 miles or more than 100,000 miles, meaning between 100,000 and 160,000 kilometers, and it is slow or contaminated by oil or coolant, replace it with OEM or a trusted brand. After installation, clear codes and verify behavior. Bonus, something most people forget. Check the heater circuit. An oxygen sensor can look clean but wake up slowly because the heater is out of range. What to do? Measure heater resistance with a multimeter according to the specification. If it is out of range, replacement is usually the correct solution. So can you clean it? Yes, but only in a very limited case. Light dry soot on the outer metal shield. Do it like this. Engine cold. Disconnect the connector. Use an oxygen sensor socket and remove it straight, without twisting the cable. Use dry microfiber on the outer housing only. Do not touch the sensing tip. If you apply anti-seize, Use the minimum amount only on the threads and never near the tip. Tighten to the correct torque. Route the cable properly. Clear codes and test drive. Do not attempt soaking baths, chemical decarbonizing, compressed air, brushes, scraping, sanding, or heat. Quick diagnosis before you blame the oxygen sensor. Keep these points in mind. Rich or lean mixture can be caused by other issues. Leaking injector, dirty MEF sensor, high fuel pressure, oil consumption, or an exhaust leak before the sensor. Compare upstream readings before the catalytic converter versus downstream readings after the catalytic converter. Different patterns help isolate the cause. If the downstream sensor copies the upstream sensor, the catalytic converter may be worn out. Do not blame the oxygen sensor without further checks. Checklist. I confirmed with OBD readings that the problem truly points to the O2 sensor. Engine and exhaust were cold before touching anything. I did not use aggressive cleaners, compressed air, or brushes. I only wiped the outer shield with microfiber, and I did not touch the sensing tip. Threads got minimal anti-seize if applicable, and torque was correct. Cable was routed away from heat. I cleared codes and verified results on the road. Frequently asked questions. Can I clean the sensor without removing it by spraying something into the exhaust or intake? Not a good idea. There is no safe, magic spray. You can contaminate the sensor or the catalytic converter. My sensor tip is black and oily. Can it be cleaned? If oil or fuel is soaked into it, it is usually internal contamination. Fix the root cause, like oil consumption or rich mixture, and replace the sensor. Does brake cleaner or carb cleaner work? No. They are too harsh for the sensing tip. They damage coatings and can leave residues. Can I use WD-40 or silicone products on the threads? Avoid silicone products. If you use anti-seize, apply it only on the threads and far from the tip. Many sensors come pre-treated already. The sensor is expensive. Can I install a universal one and splice wires? It is better to use the exact model-specific sensor. Universal sensors require splicing and can give incorrect values if resistance or wiring does not match. I replaced it and the light came back. Is the new sensor bad? Not necessarily. You could have an exhaust leak, an incorrect mixture, or a weak catalytic converter. Recheck codes, live data, and other causes. Conclusion. An oxygen sensor is not something you polish or soak. You handle it gently and replace it when it is contaminated or slow. If there is only light soot, clean only the outside without touching the tip. Avoid aggressive chemicals, compressed air, and brushes. Install with correct torque, route the cable properly, clear codes, and verify on the road. That keeps mixture control accurate, fuel consumption low, and the catalytic converter healthy. Without further ado, I hope this video has been useful to you and you can solve your problem. See you in a next video. Bye-bye.